3 foods that can amplify your energy incredibly and raise your vibration, and the 1 food that has made me feel so electric and magnetic. That's what this video is all about. Stay tuned. This is Dihessa Bodjona, creator of Luminous Creator course, where I teach you how to tap into your own energy field for faster manifestation in life and in business. And so if you want to learn how to do that for yourself, please visit luminouscreator.com. So with that said, this particular video is all about the kind of foods that you can eat to amplify your energy and your magnetic power and stuff like that. This question I got from one of the members of one of my group programs, and I thought I'll just share my answer here with you. So first of all, let me start by saying I am not a nutritionist. I am in no way, like, I don't have any degree in nutrition and anything like that. But what I know is what I have observed for myself. And as a matter of fact, everything that I'm going to share with you here, I highly recommend that you experience and experiment this for yourself. Why? Because what can be true for one person may not necessarily be true for another. And the most important thing is for you to experiment and feel it for yourself. So with that said, I'm going to share like three different foods, and then as a bonus I'll share the 1 food, like, it's actually very surprising. I was surprised that happened. The 1 food that has made me feel very electric, feel so magnetic in my life. So let's get started. What I know for myself is that as I've observed myself and I feel my body and I observe the way that my body's energy goes, there are certain foods when I eat them, I feel very heavy, I feel very stagnant, energetically it doesn't flow. Foods like lots of sugar, foods like even lots of carbohydrates, lots of wheat and stuff like that, me particularly, it makes me feel stagnant, it makes me feel very heavy, and it doesn't allow my energy to flow as much as I would if I didn't eat as much of those particular products. With that said, there are certain foods that make me feel so alive, that will make you feel so alive, right? The number 1 will not surprise you. Of course, it will be lots of vegetables, but I want to talk about one particular kind of vegetable, which means vegetables that have lots of water, right? Like cucumbers, like broccolis and stuff like that. Vegetables that have lots of water, I find, have the tendency to raise your vibration, to raise my vibration. Why? Because a whole a big percentage of our body is made out of water. And so the more we make it a point of eating lots of food, at least that's what I experiment and experience for myself. A lot, like, the more I eat foods that have lots of water in it, the more I can feel much more energetic in my body, and the more I can feel my vibration high. Right? So that's food number 1. Lots of vegetables that are filled with water. Vegetables that are filled and full of water. Food number 2, it's not necessarily food per se, and I kind of hinted it in number 1. It is lots and lots of water, right? I have to admit, I am guilty of not drinking enough water. But when I don't drink enough water, I can feel, again, very stagnant. I can feel sluggish. I can feel my energy shrinking. But the more I feel energy, the more I drink water, the more I can feel energetically myself expanding bigger, and the more alive I feel. So food number 3, very quickly, food number 3. This one, I don't even know where it came from, right? But I started utilizing this, I would say about 6 years ago or so. It's called Spirulina. So if you have never heard of Spirulina, this is what, like, the one that I get, this is what it looks like. I get this from, like, this store called Whole Foods, or you can get this from Amazon, and this one is, I believe, organic. Anyways, this It's supposedly, it's actually, I'm not sure it's a food. It's kind of a food, all right? But here it says it's a multivitamin, but it's made out of algae, right? Algae. And this is supposed to be very, very alkaline, which means it reduces the acidity in your body. And I love this. Each time I take this regularly, I can really definitely feel much more alive in my body. How do I utilize this? I often will put this either in a smoothie, you know, like it's kind of green. I don't know if you can see that. It's kind of, you know, it's green. Can you see that? It's green. It leaves green traces. It's kind of, you can put it in your smoothie, or the other thing that I like doing with it is simply just put it in coconut water and drink it. It really does make me feel so alive. I feel so many of my cells when I drink this on a regular basis. And now the bonus food, and this one actually I never knew about this until maybe a couple of years ago, 3 years ago, when one of my friends, Jody, mentioned this to me. And she actually heard about this from medical medium. I don't know who it is. Like, I don't know if you know who it is. If you do, let me know in the comments below. And it is what? It is what? Celery. Not just celery. The food is celery, but you have to drink it in a very specific way. At least that has been my experiment and my experience. And so the whole point of celery is juicing the celery raw, with nothing in it, not mixing anything with it. And I have to admit, when I first heard about it, I was like, okay, well, what in the world is... Well, I didn't take it too seriously. And then I kept hearing about it. And then I started experimenting. And then I started juicing it by itself and drinking it on an empty stomach on a daily basis. After day 5, oh my God, I did it regularly for about 4 or 5 days. After day 5, I could literally feel so much electric current moving in my body. I could feel so magnetic to my core, and I could feel so alive just doing it. And so now I really swear by it. I'm not necessarily an expert at the science behind it. All I know is that it has worked for me, and apparently it has worked for tons of people in the world. There's something very incredible and magical about drinking celery juice on empty stomach on a regular basis. Apparently it allows your body to absorb it. I think also the fact that there is also like a lot of hydration is one point that I'll say about this, but also I think the vitamins and the minerals and something about the way that it's constituted, of the constitution of the celery juice, it is pretty magical. Again, I only share what I have experienced and experimented for myself. Please tell me if you have any specific food that makes you feel so alive in your body. I'm sure that everyone here will like to hear your own. Please let me know if you utilize any of the foods, or if you felt that for yourself for any of the foods or water that I shared in this video. I'll talk to you in the next video. Bye. Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, please make sure that you subscribe to my channel by hitting the subscribe button right below this video, and also make sure that you hit the notification bell so that you are notified when I post videos just like this one. Bye.